looked through my career and through this process of scientific inquiry was interactions of people with their environment. How do people shape their environment? How does the environment shape human decision making?
Professor Perdikaris is a professor of archaeology at Brooklyn College, and she's the Macaulay Honors College faculty in residence here for the fall 2009.
I like to explore, and I liked antiquity, and through my early interactions with my father as early on as 10 years old, and I like the process of discovery, and I like the idea of the past and what can tell us about the future. So the decisions along my career paths led me to combining my love of animals, bones, and the past in specializing in zoo archaeology. I'm a CUNY product myself, from my bachelor's to my master's to my PhD. I'm a great believer of the city university system and the education that it provides to students. I'm really excited about what we can provide to our students here and about involving all students. In Iceland, I have had the privilege of collaborating with the North Atlantic Biocultural Organization, which basically it's innovative in its way, in its thinking, in that it brings together scientists with many different disciplines in one research area, such as Iceland, so we can all bring in our own students and our own disciplines, but ask the same question. In doing that, we try to maximize the information that we get from our past with this interdisciplinary approach. I was very intrigued by that, and I wanted to see how that model would work in an area that is touched by the Atlantic waters, but is in the opposite end in terms of a more tropical environment, and that's where Barbuda comes about. We started with CUNY students in the winter intersession, going to Barbuda 4 years ago, and trying to start with a basic survey and collecting what kinds of information, what kinds of past environmental information, what kind of past cultures do we see, what is there on the surface, and recording with remote sensing technologies without doing any kind of destructive work, recording what is really there, and doing some rescue excavations to be able to salvage archaeology before it got washed into the ocean. The idea between Barbuda and Iceland, with New York as the middle grounding point, is to actually form comparisons between similar time sequences in two different climatic regions. So instead of looking at these parts of the world as being separated by water, we see them as joined by the Atlantic waters. In forming this research and the questions, of course, the CUNY students and of course Macaulay students are a key element to the discovery and the research process. This is the first time that we're going to be bringing Macaulay students into my projects in these immersive experiences in the field, not just in the lab, not just in the classroom. So in these experiences, Macaulay students will join me in Barbuda during the month of January and in Iceland during July. All the students will have research projects. They're going to be part of a formal team, but also they will have individual projects and inquiry that they're going to explore. And I'm very excited about what the Macaulay students are going to bring, because I have been very impressed by their scholarship. And as an educator, what excites me the most is that they're not interested about their letter grade in a particular class. They're doing it for knowledge, and that for me is a very powerful driver. So they're considering, can I make a difference as an individual? Can I make a difference as a CUNY student? And the answer to that, I'm most definitely yes.